What now?
Okay, Coach. Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the New York Jets. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Ready? 53, check 53. And keep it up, keep it up. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Ready?
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Hey, Haywood. 1, 2.
Lock to throw on second down. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside. But let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
Throwing his lock on third down. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Watch out for Hill on the return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Jets will take over first and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me. Say. Check 24, check 24.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Now Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That was dumb. That was bad. What happened?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check your hot read. 49, check 49.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
All right, maybe I can concentrate now.
From midfield, here's Locke. Open man is Higgins. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding.
Never played this guy before. There's a lot of corner routes so far. It's good to see what he's doing right now. See if I can make any adjustments later.
10 Lobo. 53. What we got? What we got? What we got? Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Switch, switch. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check 13. Check 13. Tighten up. Go.
Oh, there goes that shovel pass. Everyone Feds brings in loves that shovel pass right there, that little jet sweep.
In this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
That's a Fed special. That's what I'm calling that now.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, over.
From the gun on third down, Locke. He's got his tight end Fant. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive. It just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, we talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he
doesn't look like he has that swerve move.
They know how to run routes, change things, make
good.
themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Locke. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Quentin Williams. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carry from last week.
Probably the #1 guy.
They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Mack Wilson providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Let's see if I can concentrate here offensively now.
That'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
Got a beer here. I had to change my gaming setup. So no more projector screen right now in the movie room.
New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Got a smaller screen for right now in the bedroom.
But still not the way they were hoping to begin
just to be
the game.
closer to the kid for late night gaming session.
Huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Yeah, for those late night gaming sessions.
22, here's 2nd and 8.
So I made some adjustments here. So let's see if I can. If I'm still. How well I can play here.
Darnold now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I gotta stop looking deep, though.
Doing what he does best,
I gotta
getting that sack.
go quick passes. He's gonna kill me if I keep looking deep.
Like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
Defense. And we'll make adjustments offensively. Just need to plan everything out. See how.
The Broncos on the field ready to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting
Jamal
on 3rd
Adams
down, how big
not.
that is. In this situation, they had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do?
Adams wanted to fumble on that one. That was a blindside hit. That dude knocked him the fuck out.
60 on.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake.
Oh, good little juke move. Good juke move.
Home for a Bronco score. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown on the season. As his guys are able
I'm so overloaded on his pass, I'm not even thinking about his running game.
After, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
He had a really good passing attack last season. That's pretty much all I'm going by.
Send this one away.
Now, I've never faced this dude, like I said, so there's a learning curve right now for me. Trying to see what he does on defense. Looks like he likes playing safety. Seeing what he likes to do offensively. Right now, it's crossing routes and some corner routes with his tight end.
The
So
New York
we'll make the
offense taking
adjustments
over for
accordingly
their
right
next
now.
possession. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not
Trying to
about
see what we can do
points, just
offensively
about
now.
getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go
He's got a lot of pressure. A lot of blitzes right now, so
big, it gets harder and harder to actually attain.
I should look for some quick, short passing. Any long passing like I have been doing hasn't worked, so he's got
the last run good for
blitz
2.
attack
Here's
coming.
2nd and 8.
It's just me and you. No. Ready? Quick dance. Come.
Back to throw, Darnold. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd.
And now I just want to get myself in the rhythm, get some passes in. Welch is blitzing, he likes to blitz.
Line of scrimmage, the 37.
So right now Donald has his X Factor going, which is fearless, so I shouldn't be too worried about his pass rush getting pressure on me. Oh, look at that beast Bell. Oh. And when he got injured last season, that hurt.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions,
Dude just breaks tackles. Like, I want to trade him, but he's just it's hard for me to trade a beast like that.
Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, it's Bell. Bell sheds it
that.
off.
Dude, that's overpowered, dude.
This first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
I love it, man. I love it. I love that power football.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10.
This could either be man or cover 2, so.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it
my running game going.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know,
Get this
between
running game going, so hopefully his pass rush isn't killing me right now.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Off of play action, Darnold.
See? Wide open guy right there. I had him wide open. Just can't get the pass rush.
His 5th sack of the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot
now
of
take my
empathy for the QB,
away.
right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. He's got his man.
Boy, he's a beast.
This is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle.
I can just get some time.
35.
I'll get people open all game.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better
look at that balance right now.
The more confidence your guy's going to have.
How many times have you seen me do that?
Because he can trust you
a
being
real
in
big
the right
blitz
spot,
right now, so.
And they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Darnold.
Man, that's a good break off. Great break off.
Picked off at the 19. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job
defensively, but he broke off his man once he saw me adjust Kelsey.
Because you can make an educated guess defensively.
Good play, good defense there.
And when you're right,
the other guy was covered, so I threw that one.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
Ooh.
And this is no time to even
I got to cover that side. I got Latham on the other side. I got to double the other side. That's my fault. That's me not paying attention to my personnel.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that is incomplete.
I'll let Latimore stay on that island up there all day.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And
stay out there all day on the island.
You love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Switch. Leo.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And very little
patience there for
He'll get
me.
a couple up to the
Finally,
44.
staying at that hole and come up.
Sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz? A good
I gotta play better on
the
this
ability
one.
to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
53 to Mike. 53. Check that.
Locke working out of the gun.
Oh, come on.
Into the hands of Higgins. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
Oh my God!
You see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
I'm not playing well at all.
A lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle.
New
He's
setup.
lower center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Alright. Let's settle down a bit and get myself back in this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
53, 53. Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run. 25, check 25, check 25.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mack Wilson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Throwing on 2nd and long. Locke.
Another sack. Everybody's covered, though. And now some good defense right now, at least.
2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
Good defense right there. Now let's get the offense going. Come on. No more stupid mistakes. Watch his user. I get it. I know what he's doing for the most part now. Oh, that's my bad.
That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain still needs to go, though.
Get my beer real quick and
end
up taking that punt.
The Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
Good stuff.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5
just want to get myself rolling. I've already thrown 2 picks.
Their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was
funny.
It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Gotta get rolling here offensively.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Darnold. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
56, the mic, boys, 56. Check 56. No, 80. Check that, 80.
Darnold on 3rd down. He gets this one to Boyd. And getting this just shy in midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Running the opposite way from his star guys.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Bell, and this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
I feel like I'm moving the ball right now. I have a good grasp on what he's doing on defense at the moment.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman in the game in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Just want to watch his blitzers and make good reads.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he'll be brought down.
Could do that one to Robbie short too. Had a couple pieces open there.
First down.
Exactly what they needed.
Had a couple
right
options
because they
there.
needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Took the conservative approach. I'm playing a bit more conservative right now, just even though I have 2 picks in this game. But yeah.
On 1st and 10,
Good bounce off.
It's
So
Kelsey
yeah,
on the
I
ground.
have a good feel for what he's going to do
Completion good for 3
now, so I
second
feel
down.
comfortable passing
Well,
and
this is how you shake
running
the
my
thoughts of
offense.
that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for
Give me
4.
the short
And
routes.
watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Darnold finding Anderson here. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Caught here by Bell.
Oh, Bell, man, you. Oh.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
That's all I gotta say.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was a quick snap. That was by accident.
Set up the
Shit.
screen to Hill.
Oh,
The
damn
Broncos
it.
are going to call the
Why
first
did
of
I do
their
that?
timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here
That
in the
sucks.
second quarter.
Alright, let's see if I get this touchdown. That was not the... I messed that one up.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. Darnold from the gun. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Damn.
Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down. Catanzaro's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
I get my
So
6th
3
gear in.
points here. They're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro
Ah,
to boot
damn.
this one away on the kickoff.
Missed the touchdown pass there.
And
Disappointing.
this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Disappointing. Let's make sure he gets no score here. Love an INT. But
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying.
nice.
Pass for
That's exactly what I was
Summers
hoping for.
intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
That's exactly what I
These guys
wanted.
have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Alright. As long as I play smart here, I should. I play smart here. Hopefully, don't get INT.
Strong right. Strong right. Strong right. We got 4.
After the interception,
Touchdown.
here's Darnold. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie
Perfect.
Anderson. In the final
That's how I
seconds
drew
of
it
the
up.
first half, and the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and the lead is now 10-7. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away.
Yeah, like I said, you know, I'm just trying to, I'm going by the numbers he displayed last season. Font had ridiculous numbers. He was passing a lot. His only touchdown right now has come from the running game, which I'm pretty much conceding just to stop his passing attack.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here.
Defense.
Maybe you get some momentum going into the half.
That's 2 jet sweeps. Should run one more before this game's over. Just to match Insanio. Well, that's the Fed's protocol right there. That's how many he knows he gets.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report.
And they're going into the half losing. They don't have the ball to make it a 2-score game by scoring that touchdown, so I might come back to haunt him.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
100%.
Here's Darnold. Over the middle, complete. That's Hubbard. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Darnold now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Darnold. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle.
Oh, Kelsey, man. What a move.
The way in. Touchdown, New York. Travis Kelsey. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
I gotta thank Jay Horn for trading me Kelsey.
To the 23-yard line.
And I saw that he doesn't have Mosley anymore. Oh man. Thank you.
The Broncos on
Man,
the field ready to start their next drive.
Kelsey. Kelsey's
their
been a
halftime
beast for
hole
me.
now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit
that one
bigger,
up too.
but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it,
run all over me.
Put your shoulder against the boulder.
At the same time, I am playing the pass really strongly.
Just
trying to take out Font and his good passing attack.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Clock now on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Well, Anderson should be open on deep cross, but who knows? We'll see.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Trey Flowers picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player,
good defense.
Disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
I'm going to get this off quick because I think he's coming on the blitz. Yes, sir.
Here's Darnold. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Hey, check 24, check 24.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to
air the ball.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Good coverage.
Nice
Let's
job
go.
Here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
He might be gone.
Through traffic, and now he's free. He's
might
at
be
the
gone.
40, 20, 10, and deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big hitter there from deep in their own
202 rushing yards
territory.
allowed. Look at that.
88 yards.
Our rush defense is not good right now.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. On first and goal, Drake. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
This area.
Only a yard on the pickup
I'll
there.
probably double
Second
team
and
front
goal.
right now.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Yeah, we're going to double team front. Going to come down hard with the safety. And just
the 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
Oh, good play.
I
should have read that.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. From 6 yards away. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Can't do any run plays that take so long because his guys are back there in
the New York
a
offense
hurry.
taking over for their next possession. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, you might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll get this out wide to Boyd.
Just a little bit more blocking.
Lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything, so it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
31's the mic. Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. 31's the mic. Get your swarm on.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
That double move, but that shit did not work.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey.
He's still taking a lot of chances, but hey, sometimes they work. Lately, it hasn't worked.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time, they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
After the turnover, here's Locke. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Eckler. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
On 1st down, Drake. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Let's go.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
Ready up. 53 is the mic. I got him.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Yeah, the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd.
Let's make these babies. Hey, high 7. Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And
No,
incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he hooked it.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses.
Comeback routes are
it's
always
the second
open.
miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets it.
Head belt open.
He goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find somebody to get rid of the football before he knew it. He was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A huge play there on the screen pass. 53 yards. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped.
Oh, man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. From 4 yards out. And the Jets will extend their lead. Catanzaro now for the extra point.
Once a passer, always a passer.
His guys will take a 10-point lead.
Just hitting those seams in the end zone. Everybody loves to play zone.
Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out in a good one as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
I got a few calls.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one for that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is going to wind up.
That's a late deflection. It's like he slapped out his hand.
And now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that's one linebacker that can actually run with felt. So.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go. Hey, Alpha. 53, Mike. Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
On 3rd down, Lock. Buying time, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3.
Changing the low man.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4.
Fine.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
I haven't done this play. Let's try it.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has them up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
As many games as the two of us do, I would hope that one day we'll be able to solve this riddle. Why is it on a hot day that one team has more trouble with the heat than another? And especially when you can't stop a guy running the ball.
You know it's September in the booth, though, when you and I have both removed our coats, and those were gone in the first quarter.
They were gone in the first quarter, and what we're watching now is a defense mentally giving in and sagging a little bit because they haven't been able to stop him.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
It's always been funny to me, Brandon, when coaches always talk about on hot days like the one we have here, well, it's hot for both teams. But when one team has the advantage, when one team is running the ball really well and closing things out, it's hotter for the defensive side, and they sag a lot quicker.
Yeah, they say the dog days of August, the heat we're seeing here today, dog days of September, and the advantage right now on the offensive side. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hubbard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second
Hello,
half.
man. Okay. It's almost over. It's almost over.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Another try after the first down sack. Lock. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them.
They get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Broncos on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Check 3, check 5.
Drag Rock.
Rock going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got his tight end Fant. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Right at the 40. Here's Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. And an alley to run.
Great.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Lock now on 1st down.
Oh my God, he went backwards instead of forward.
Denver in for the score as his guys are back within a single score.
Okay.
Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Hey, alert 61, matchbox lights.
Going again on the ground here with Hill. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Perfect play there.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, Charlie.
On 2nd down now, it's Bell. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Oh, Bell.
Throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback. No matter the situation in there, the defense won the battle.
You got it.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, a throw by Taylor is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Bravo.
Now Locke. He's going to let it fly.
He is gone.
This is caught at the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. They do tack on the extra point as well. So down only 2 now, still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And they take a knee.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee.
I think he has some time left, actually.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Bell. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for New York. a fair catch taken here at the 5-yard line. Interesting. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Jets, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll fall to 1-2, and they will try to get